You know, I was told a long time ago when I was bitching and moaning, just play better. What grip do they call that? Oh my gosh.
Feels good.
It feels horrendous. Don't even do it!
Tell you what, I'm not just a pretty face. Poulter, you've been an F1 fan for years. Kind of when and how did you originally get into the sport?
I was 20, I would say. I was a football fan. I wanted to be a football player, so I had no real interest in anything else. I was told at an early age I wasn't good enough, which was great because obviously then to switch that over
blessing in disguise.
Blessing, big blessing. To turn my aggression into playing golf was a really good thing. So, you know, mum and dad could never afford to take us to a Grand Prix, so that was kind of off the charts. And it was really sort of in my sort of early 20s when I started to earn some okay money. I obviously got my tour card, and then the world of, you know, what I was capable of doing changed significantly. So interest in all things great, love and passion of cars has always been there from an early age. So obviously, you know, listening to, you know, the old F1 cars back in the 90s, I mean, amazing, right? You get goosebumps listening to them today. So, you know, now live in America and love basketball and, you know, all that stuff. But, you know, Formula One for me was kind of, you know, it ramped up early 2000s, and then, you know, going to the odd Grand Prix.
Then you could kind of go to the Grand Prix, and
it's not cheap to go to a Grand Prix.
It's not.
It's you know, it's one of those sports. It's hard as a fan. I think, you know, for a lot of people to be able to travel. Yeah. Listen, Silverstone, there's how many thousand tents out there?
No, and then, I mean, even now, I mean, I think one of the cheapest tickets you can get at Silverstone is probably £400 or £500 for the weekend, which is, you compare that to a football match or something.
And that's why they stay in a tent.
Exactly. Save some money.
So you can tell a big toe pull hook, which is in that left-hand trap. That was
I'm not going to say anything until I've hit my shot. So.
Come on then.
Oh, I followed you.
They call that the low draw. In fact, listen, it's very playable, that.
Do you see any parallels between F1 and golf? Two elite sports.
I think golf's a very different sport, right, to Formula One from a perspective of the only time you can really interact with a Formula One driver is when there's a small window of opportunity, right, before the race or maybe after the race, but generally they're in a driver's briefing. And the problem is they're pulled from pillar to post. The difference with golf, in my opinion, is we get the opportunity to play with a group of amateurs on the Pro-Am, which is pretty unique, right? The social aspect of it.
They can pick your brain, they can really dig deep, they can relate to it because they can do it themselves. You know, they're struggling to get around a golf course, they play with you and you're hitting all the shots that they can only dream of hitting, whereas, you know, we can't, as a fan, we can't relate to a guy in a Formula One car because we've got nothing to bench it off, if that makes sense. The closest thing is a go-kart, which is very tough. So different, to, as we know, so different.
It's very tough, right? How do you get an experience with a Formula One driver?
Yeah.
Well, it's so rare, right? You can only generally get that experience, you know, from having a short conversation with them.
Shot. It did jump.
She's jumping. It's a good looking shot. Very nice shot.
It'll do.
Very nice shot. Right, you've only got one job today.
What's that?
Don't beat me.
Make you look really good.
You got your cheat sheet. You got your little cheat sheet.
Of course I've got my cheat sheet. I'm dyslexic. I can't remember anything.
You and me both.
Ooh.
A little bit bumpy.
Now if you pull it.
All right, that's good.
Paul, so you've got a good relationship with the McLaren boys.
Yeah.
How did that relationship come about?
I got invited to go and play golf with Zach, and you know, Zach's probably one of the best networkers in Formula One.
That's probably fair.
He's so good. He's so personable. He loves his golf. He's keen. Helps Lando. Likes to play golf as well.
Yep.
You know, our relationship's grown. I always hang out in the McLaren.
You're kind of team McLaren. Shot.
I've whiffed that a bit, Lucas.
What, necky?
Yeah, very necky.
Also a tiny bit necky, but it's
A little bit, I mean, it just feeds off the right edge of the fairway.
Yeah, that'll be okay. Lots of F1 drivers have their kind of rituals, quirks, superstitions that they do before races. Do you have any kind of superstitions, rituals that you do before round a golf?
I'm a non-superstitious guy. Like, I won't, you know, I'll only ever have 3 tee pegs in my right pocket. I'll never have a yellow tee peg.
Does that mean you are superstitious?
That's me telling you I'm not superstitious, but
I'm not.
I have a few things that I do. Golf bag's got to be presented in the same way. Irons, you know, every single.
It's just a structure thing. You like knowing where everything is, like in its place.
Nice and clean and tidy. So this little piece of white matter between my ears is clear about what it is we're going to do. Like that. Yeah. That's a no-no.
What, they're all?
No, that, like, there's too many tees in the pocket. Like,
you like to have 3.
I will only, in tournaments, I'll only ever have 3 tee pegs in my pocket. And if I break one, I'll go in the bag and I'll get one and I'll replace it so there's 3. But I will never use a bogey ball again.
So that's gone. Give it to the fans.
It's not my fault. It's the ball's fault, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's gone.
It's never our fault.
It's one of those. Yeah, I hate bogey balls. They're dead to me.
Perfect.
It's fine.
Oh, I towed it.
It's all right. I actually think they'll still be on the fairway. Just go. Just stay to the right of these. Yeah, it's dead straight. Oh, not that way. I'm only joking.
Down a touch, maybe. Shot. Very good. I pulled it.
It'll be all right though, because it should spin to the right. Oh, here it comes. No, it's good. It's good. It's all right. Nice shot, Lucas.
Thank you, sir.
Very nice. See, when you switch the brain off from playing?
My brain was always switched off.
Yeah, was it hell?
5 rookies on the grid next year. Gabriel Bortorelli, Ollie Behrman, Jack Doohan, Isaac Hadjar, and Kimi Antonelli.
I actually think it's going to be good.
Who do you think is going to perform the best in their teams next year? Go.
Stay up. How good are each of those cars going to be is the real question, right?
Take the cars out of it, just purely performance. So if Ollie Behrman's in the Haas and the Haas isn't performing overly well, but he's still putting in, he's against Ocon, which is going to be tough.
I mean, look, I think it's really going to be really exciting between all 5 of them. I like the interest in Kimi.
Yep.
Right?
17 years old.
I mean, just total kid. Thrown in at the deep end. George is super consistent in the car. So he's always going to be,
George is going to, I mean, like, for George, it's almost a lose-lose situation because you've got Kimi coming in. If George beats him, they go, yeah, you should beat him. But if Kimi does beat George, they're going to go, oh, George isn't that good. So it's for George, it's like, it's not the easiest situation for him.
Oh, beautiful birdie.
That's 1 up, Lucas. We're not keeping score.
Are we going match play or are we going scores?
I don't mind. I probably should go match play because, I've got to blow up any minute.
How rude of me. It's your honour. Your honour.
Your honour, your honour. Oh, I pulled it again.
Pitch on the grass and it'll be okay. It's going to nudge a bit left, but it'll be in the left rough.
Shot. That was good, wasn't it? You made a, I guess a few years ago, it was a slightly controversial move to LIV.
Controversial? What are you talking about?
Only slightly. You only got ridiculed by the whole world. How's that change been? You've had a few years now on the LIV Tour. How's that, this new world, this new tour been?
It wasn't, in my eyes, it wasn't controversial. For me, I saw it as an opportunity.
Yeah.
The opportunity for, really for me to look at it the way I was viewing it. Like, I love team sport, and when you look at Formula One, the whole franchise model of what McLaren is and what Mercedes is and what Ferrari is, when you look at all of those, I had the opportunity to own a piece of a team.
Yeah.
It's so unique in sport to have that uniqueness where, you know, I've got to say how the team gets run. I can, you know, I can have an investment for the future.
Sure.
I can, you know, see this product grow. Yes, it was really controversial on the outset,
Yeah.
but I always understood the contract I was signing up for and what that potentially would mean in years to come.
Yeah.
So it's going to take years to be able to see it blossom into the final product, and they're tweaking and changing as they go.
But in the short 3 years you guys have been
But
going,
look, we've only played 38 tournaments,
yeah.
right? And there's a lot been done in that 38 tournament window, and I think the product's good.
Yeah.
It's basically taking what the product was
Yep.
and just making it more like Formula One.
Yeah.
It's exactly what they've done.
Didn't.
Pulled it, left
Right.
rough. Okay, you got a little bit of work to do.
To maintain that one-shot lead.
I've got 186 pin. I've got wind coming in off the left-hand side. I flight 6-iron 194 yards on a normal warm day. So after testing this morning, the ball's not quite travelling. So this for me would be just like a little pushy 5-iron.
Cut.
Come on.
It's trying. Good shot. Yeah, lovely shot. You've had a lot of amazing moments on the golf course. Is there one that kind of stands out above the rest?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's easy to turn around and say Medina,
Yep.
2012.
Ryder Cup.
I think that's one that will always stay with me.
For backstory, the people that don't know, set the scene for us.
You know, we were being pretty severely beaten by a dominant US team Saturday afternoon. You know, it was 10-4 at the time, where Sergio, Luke Donald, myself, and Rory were still on the golf course, and we had to try and get something out of that match. Otherwise, it was going to be, you know, it was going to be really ugly. So, you know, for me, it was, you know, coming down the stretch, you know, birdie on birdie on birdie on birdie, to sort of, you know, not thinking about it at the time of how many birdies you're making, but it was more of like play each hole.
And you just kind
your
of
brain's
going.
on, need to make birdie on every single hole coming in. So it didn't matter whether it was Rory doing it or I doing it. And then, you know, ironically, it comes down to the putt on, you know, the last green. It was getting, you know, it's getting a bit dusky. It was getting late in the day, and, you know, rolling probably a 15-footer on the last to make it 10-6.
After Duffner had just tapped 10 for birdie, right?
Duffner just nudged his in, which they had the right to do, to put the pressure back on us. But, you know, knocking that putt in to win that match, to take it to 10-6, it gave us a chance, because no one's ever come back from, you know, 10.5, 5.5.
No.
It's never been done before. So to have it 10-6 gave us a glimmer of hope, and, you know, the buzz in the team room was amazing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we were 4 shots down, 4 points down. It didn't feel that way.
Go!
It's a good shot. You just landed it a touch short, that's all. I have to apologise for the condition of my towel. I mean, like, I'm not being funny, but that's disgusting. That's...
For someone with OCD, that's a very dirty towel.
I'm actually embarrassed.
You're just trying to promote your Majestics.
I'm
Paid promotions only on this channel, Poulter.
I'm actually embarrassed.
Go. I'll give you that one.
Thanks, Lucas.
Anytime. Oh my God, it didn't move. I thought I made that.
What grip do they call that? I've never seen that one
Shut
before.
up. The claw.
That is not the claw.
Yeah, it is.
That is not. What is that? That is your.
It's basically.
That is your version of a claw. What is that? What have you done there?
It's basically when it all.
Come on, show me.
There. When all else fails, go to the claw, and then I think Tommy Fleetwood uses it. but like I do like that, kind of like, yeah, like that.
Oh my gosh.
Feels good.
It feels horrendous. You are kidding me.
I'm going to see this in the LIV Tour this season.
This better not go in. Don't even do it!
We're going to see it on the LIV Tour next year.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Listen.
It's basically when all else fails, you go to that.
I'm not doing it.
All other grips. I tell you what, after
That's
this one.
horrible.
Well, you just made a 15-footer.
Yeah, but I would make it anyway. That's horrible. Oh, fuck.
We're on to something. Tell you what, I'm not just a pretty face. I know what I'm doing.
That's horrendous. I won't even allow myself to do it.
No more. No more.
I'm not going for 3. I'm not.
One thing I do want to know, Ian, is if you could redo any golf shot in your career, is there one that kind of comes to mind when I say that?
Yeah.
What?
2019 Masters.
2019 Masters. Okay. Amen corner.
Amen corner. 12th hole.
Right.
2 off the lead. After just bogey in 11.
Yeah. Were you playing with Tiger?
Tiger was in the group behind.
Who went on to win.
Who went on to win. And I think 4 of the 6, or even 5 of the 6 guys hit it in the water.
Molinari. Who else?
Tony Finau.
Yeah.
Brooks Koepka.
Yeah, I mean, that comes to mind immediately as one you'd love to get back.
Oh my God. Like when I hit it,
yeah,
I would never have wanted it back in the air.
Oh, really?
The ball looked good, I struck it good, like, distance control.
Well, they say that about that Amen corner. The wind swirls. Right?
184 yards we got here. Oh, I've drop kicked it. Go.
Leave it, wind.
Go.
Yeah, it's all right.
Come on.
Sit,
Keep
maybe.
moving.
Sit.
Nailed it. That went through the wind, by the way. Go. Okay, nice putt.
Not too bad.
Do it.
No.
Come on. Oh.
No problem.
It's that grip, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Poults, what's one thing that F1 does that you think golf could benefit from?
I think their coverage, from a perspective of being able to press a button on your iPad, and select whatever driver you want to watch, through their in-car cam. Great bit of technology. I mean, it's very, very, very clever. In live running like that, where I can switch between the cameras,
so good.
It's insane.
Sit down?
No, it's fine. It's hit so toey, it's actually okay.
Sit.
Did you get it, all of it?
I did hit it, yeah.
It's okay. That's all right. It's okay.
You play golf with any of the F1 drivers?
Lando.
Okay.
Gave Charles Leclerc a lesson. Played golf with Carlos. Played with Nigel Mansell. Alan Prost.
Yeah. Okay, so you.
So lots.
Who's the best?
I think Carlos.
Golfer F1 driver.
I think that Carlos is the best. He's
got a 5 handicap or something, isn't he?
He's had more reps. Like he and his dad played a lot growing up.
I know Carlos Sainz Senior is good.
Yeah. So I think Lando's got the potential, but I don't know how much.
He's got the bug.
I think he's got the bug, but I don't know how much time he's got to really dedicate into practice. I mean, they're racing 24 races a year. Yeah. Really doesn't give them much time. You might have just gone through the fairway.
Okay. A little look. Hang left.
Sit.
Ooh. Good shot.
Is it enough?
Got it.
Oh, it's a bit short.
Just got a bit caught up in the rough.
It's a bit short.
All right, a little right to left, I think, on this one. Right to left, left to right.
It's not going to move that much. It's only a very, very, very subtle break. took a bobble.
I just didn't even get close to hitting.
I think you underhit it quite a bit
Yeah,
anyway, but it did bobble. This to put you out your misery, or
Get a bit twitchy.
or see what you got. You can edit that whichever way you want.
Well done.
It's hard to edit that out.
Enjoyed it.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks very much.
That was good fun. Come on, knock it in, knock it in.
Yeah, let's take this apart. Pulse, we're going to do some quick fire questions. First thing that comes to your mind, just rattle it off, okay?
It won't be golf.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Be invisible.
Yes or no, will Lewis Hamilton ever get the 8th World Championship?
Yes.
You can bring 3 people to dinner, living dead or alive. Living dead or alive, I don't know if I said that right. Who are you bringing?
I would bring my dad, Muhammad Ali,
Okay,
and Ayrton Senna.
that's a pretty good dinner table. What's one rule you want changing in F1?
Just one.
Yeah, just one for now.
We need closer racing. So
Okay.
whatever rule we can have in the sport, which enables the cars at the back to be a
closer.
lot closer to the cars in the front. And I think it has bunched a bit, but it's still not enough.
Every regulation change that happens and then someone's pulling away again.
Someone's found a loophole.
Mine would have been the red flags. I think when there's a red flag, everyone comes in, you can't change your tyres. I think what you were on
that's
is what
good.
you're on.
Yep. Yep.
If you weren't a professional golfer, what would you have been?
Graphic designer.
Okay, interesting. Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris and George Russell, who finishes their career with more championships?
Lando.
Okay. What's the best golf shot you've ever hit?
I don't know. Ryder Cup Paris, 18th hole, soft cut 7-iron to beat DJ in singles.
Yeah.
That was a pretty nice shot.
And finally, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
You know, I was told a long time ago when I was bitching and moaning on the golf course, and I was just told, just play better. Right? So it was very, I won't name the player, but it was very good to hear that, right? Because good golf in my profession gets it done. And, you know, when it's very easy to moan and be down about something and always, you know, be negative. But the facts are this: if you apply yourself, if you work really hard, if you play great, or you're great at any business or anything that you do, it fixes everything.
Yeah. Just knuckle down, get on with it. It's good advice.
Just play better.
Yeah.
Dead simple.
Easy.
And that goes for you on those 5 holes as well.
Just play better. Next time
Play better.
Next time I'll get you.
Next time, 2.0, let's do it.
Guys, thank you very much for watching. Be on the lookout for the next guest we get. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think about the video, and be sure to see you guys in the next episode.
Like and subscribe.
Like and click the button.
Right there, it's right there. It's really easy.